So I've been treated for breast cancer over the last 2 years, and I had a double mastectomy. So I had quite a lot of surgery associated with that, and I also had 6 months of chemotherapy. And so I was looking at a treatment to try to help me recover from all of the kind of the effects of the surgeries and the chemotherapy. Yeah. I don't know if I had reservations as such, because it seemed quite logical to me that if you could get more oxygen into your system and if you could oxygenate your cells, then you would help them to be better. And there were a couple of things for me that I was specifically trying to help with. The first thing was after the chemotherapy, I had what is called chemo fog. And so it's like when you're pregnant, my brain, I would just forget things all the time. So I did a lot of research on the internet as well around HBOT. And so the science that you can find on the internet backs up that it does work. And certainly it just seemed logical that it would help with my chemo fog. And then the recovery from surgery as well. You know, as I say, I had 5 different surgeries, and so I've been cut up quite a lot. And it just seemed to me that in the healing of that, it would, be quite helpful. But I did have one reservation, and that was the actual getting into the chamber, into the tank itself. I was, the first time I went in there, I was a bit nervous. I remember, I was just thinking this morning, I remember I went to the extent of taking out my contact lenses and taking out my earrings and it was like, oh my gosh, what's it going to feel like? But actually the experience is very easy. It's very, it's fine. I'm someone also who gets a bit claustrophobic, and but I don't feel any of those things, and it was quite lovely actually being in the tank. Yeah, great. Well, a couple of things. Firstly, I didn't believe that actually just after one treatment I would drive away and feel more energetic, and I certainly did feel that. Another thing that I was hoping to help with the oxygen was the neuropathy. So when you have chemotherapy, not always, but the chemotherapy I had, it left me with very numb feelings in my fingers and my hands and my feet, and also quite a lot of pain in my legs. And so this neuropathy, they call it, it's horrible actually, it's like pins and needles. And so in terms of the number of treatments I've had, I would say I've been blessed to probably have had about 6 or 7 treatments. And I would say it's definitely helped with the neuropathy. I'm really pleased to report the neuropathy is all gone. I definitely think it has helped with my chemo brain, because I can feel that after just coming out of the chamber, I always feel like more alert and more alive in my head and my brain. And so, and then in terms of the healing, that's a bit more tricky, because I don't know how it would have healed otherwise, but certainly the doctors have suggested to me that, my scar tissue and so on and so forth has healed quite well and is quite soft and supple. So yeah, so I'm really pleased.